Happy birthday to you, Jerry. Let's go! Let's go, baby! 50 burger. Let's go! Ain't scored one touchdown. Not one. That's what I'm talking about. When I say the Lions are going to destroy the Cowboys, that's what I mean. Let's talk.
Hey, King paying for gas.
All right, Lions fans. So, obviously, the game of the century for our Lions team against the Cowboys. I mean, dominated at every possible angle you can dominate this game. I mean, you cannot ask for a much better revenge game than that, right? To see the look on Jerry Jones' face, to go out there and have fun like we did. We definitely were being petty out there. I appreciate that a lot, Ben Johnson. We were just trying stuff out there at a certain point, and it's just, look, man, my emotions are all over the place right now. Obviously, we all know why. And before we get into the thick of the game, I just have to say, with everything in me, I am praying for our brother, Aiden Hutchinson. That young man does not deserve something like that to happen to him. As hard as he works, the person that he is, it's just devastating. It's devastating, man. It changes the outlook on our season. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now, I just want to keep it focused on him. Devastating. Devastating injury. Prepare yourself, because I'm going to just show a screenshot of what actually happened. So Hutch broke his leg here. And you know, like I said, it's devastating, man. Knowing the type of player that he is, he was on his way for that Defensive Player of the Year award. You know, even got his blessings from guys like Michael Strahan to try to break his sack record, and everything was on the up and up. Was being productive this game, pressure out the wazoo. Had a sack taken away from him, but still ended up getting another. That play that he actually got injured was a sack. So it just sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. We can't really have the next man up mentality, because we really don't have the next man. So like I said, we'll break that down in a different video, because there has to be a sense of urgency coming from the front office right now when it comes to trying to replace him for the time being. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. But on a higher note, our team showed up and showed out, went to Dallas, and just absolutely destroyed them, embarrassed the Dallas Cowboys. And that's exactly what we all wanted. That's exactly what I said would happen. Man, I can't be more happier with the performance that I just seen from my team, because we need that coming off a bye week. We got another tough task coming up next week, going up against the Vikings, who are 5-0. We're trying to make sure that we can, you know, clinch this division later on down the line. So these type of games right now are very important. We started out with a harder schedule than anybody else in the NFC North. You know, our schedule it's tough starting out, you know, and by the time things start to lighten up a little bit, I just want to make sure that we stack some wins on top of each other. We should be undefeated right now, but you know, it is what it is. Looking at the game, starting out with the offense, obviously, David Montgomery is an alien. You know, he just got extended yesterday. I broke the news on this channel. You know, after Adam Schefter and everyone was reporting it, and man, well deserved already. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he didn't earn it. We all know that, but you know, to come out and just have another performance like that is just, you can't tackle this man. He's an alien, man. So, to see Demo, to see Knuckles, whatever you want to call him, to come out and have that type of performance after that news was great. It was great. Him and Gibbs, man. Gibbs with his speed, slicing and dicing through that line, man. Definitely could have broke for a touchdown run a couple of times out there. But I think sometimes he's a little too fast for the blockers in front of him. But that running back room is just dynamic. It's just different, man. It's the best in the NFL, if you ask me. Best offensive line, if you ask me. You know, you hear it on TV all the time. One of the best offensive line, possibly the best offensive line. No, we got the best offensive line in the league. The most athletic, powerful offensive line in the entire NFL. We have the depth also. So, offense did their thing. Jared Goff, man, took advantage. You know, got guys the football, tried to spread it around as much as possible. It's not easy for him to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys, a lot of options, man. You got a lot of people to feed. Tim Patrick today. A really, really pleasant sight to see that from our big body receiver today. Knowing that what he's been through, what he's gone through, it was just great. It was great to see him go down and catch a bomb like that and go and get a touchdown. And, you know, it was just great to see. You know, Amon-Ra St. Brown had to be a little patient today towards the end of the game. You know, he can't have them all. Amon-Ra, you know, it's a lot of guys that need the football too. But, you know, showed him some love, got himself a touchdown towards the end of the game. J-Mo is obviously, I mean, just, you know, against their best corner, made him look non-existent. You know what I'm saying? His speed is, we talk about it all the time, it's unmatched. I still think when it comes for strides, I still think he's the fastest player in the NFL. If you start him at 100 line yard going up against someone like the Cheetah, I think by strides, just by the length of his running, he's faster. So once he gets going, he's faster. That's just me. Maybe I'm just talking, but that's me, my opinion. But Laporta got himself a touchdown, and you know the Lions brung out a little bit of trickery. Ben Johnson had a lot of trickery this game, but too much at sometimes. But you know, Laporta was able to get in that end zone, and that's a relief. You know, he's just not been the biggest part of our offense up to this point after the type of rookie season that he's had. But again, our guys are unselfish, and they're not going to play any less harder. And today he got rewarded, and that was good to see him go and get himself a touchdown in that manner. So the offense was just, you know, amazing today. High praise on every single end. It was a beautiful thing to watch. We even got to see Hendon Hooker get in at the end of the game. We beat him so bad that Hendon Hooker got in the game in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Even through a completion. Yeah. So I can't ask for anything else for the offense. I mean, it's just the perfect game for me, right? Then you flip to the defense. Starting out with our guy Hutch, man, just creating all types of chaos between him and everybody else on that D-line. Everybody on that D-line was creating pressure. Alim McNeil had a big day today. Huge day. 2 sacks for him. Reeder was able to get back there, man, get some hits on the quarterback. So, you know, the defensive line definitely showed up to play today. And that's a huge plus. Huge plus, because we're going to need these guys to step up in the absence of Aiden Hutchinson. And, yeah, we'll see what replacement we can go out and get. Listen to me. Come close. Listen. Brad Holmes, fuck those picks. Go and get somebody. Go and get somebody. The agenda is still the same. It's still Super Bowl. It's still Super Bowl. So we need somebody. Go get somebody, bro. Fuck them picks right now. Okay. So, we know you can draft in later rounds anyway. We can acquire some draft capital. Right now, go and get somebody. That's where we at. So, Our secondary, my God, it is an absolute cheat to have Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch back there playing safety. That's just flat out cheating, bro. Brian Branch is such a dog. He's such a damn dog, man. Playmaking dogs back there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 2 picks off of Dak today. I tell people all the time, Dak is the phoniest quarterback I ever seen in my life. You paying this man $60 million a year. When you playing a good legit defense like this, Dak Prescott shows Dak Prescott, the one that I know, the one that Stephen A. Smith knows, the one that we know. So, but yeah, picked him off twice. Kirby got a pick too at the end. It wasn't off of Dak, but you know, it is what it is. It's another pick. But just our secondary, man. Terrion Arnold, man, you know, picking up the fumble, you know, and being able to focus and get that. Also made a couple of plays today, so that was encouraging to see from our young dog. You know, Carlton Davis did his job, obviously. Did his job today. Even though he got kicked in the head, I hope he all right. Because cleats alone hurt when you get kicked in the leg. But in the head, not a good feeling at all. I can guarantee you that. So, hope he's all right. But from our secondary to our linebacker unit, man, they did a good job covering these guys. Lamb did not go off on us for 8,000 yards like he did the last game. So, obviously our defense is different. That's why I keep trying to explain to you guys. Our defense is different. Stop going off the previous year. Please stop doing that. So, this team is suited and booted and ready to go to the bowl this year. So, we got to stop comparing games from last year and what we saw last year. This team is different. This team is different. So, just a round of applause for everybody all the way around. Brad Holmes, you're a genius. This roster is so ready to go. Brad Holmes has done an excellent job creating that depth and everything else. We talk about it all the time. Dan Campbell, just absolutely amazing, man. You know, from him to Ben Johnson and from Aaron Glenn. Against that Cowboys offense that people were scared of coming into this, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of comments, not trying to put y'all on blast, but, you know, it's understandable. We got a lot of trauma as Lions fans. But, you know, to go in and just keep these guys from scoring a touchdown is just, I mean, you know, what more do you need? Can a man just get an apology? If you knew you was a Aaron Glenn hater, can a man just get an apology? And if you still hate the man, you're just sick. That's what you are. I don't care about your opinion. You're sick. So, but yeah, just a round of applause for the entire team. I know it's going to be a great week, you know, besides the sad news that we have around the league. Immediately seen the entire league from every player you can think of, you know, putting them prayers up for Hutch, man. Nobody wants to see that happen, especially to a player of his caliber and a man of his stature. So with that said, man, Victory Monday is going to be good. We got to get ready for the Vikings. And until then, we got a lot to talk about, you know, for the entire week. It's going to be a lot of me. So get ready because you're going to tired of seeing my face. With that said, leave it in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the performance today. You know, and if you leave a prayer in the comments for Hutch, man, please. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.